A little while ago, I asked a secret subreddit what animal that's against the law to own would they want as a pet. Here are the answers. That would be a pig, if by the law you mean my wife. I always wanted a potbelly pig, or a variety that doesn't get too big, but I don't think she'd go for it. Here's what you gotta do. It's like those posts you see where the dad doesn't want a dog, but then they get a dog anyway, and next thing you know, the dad and the dog are best friends. It's like that, but with pigs. You just gotta convince your wife that pigs are fantastic pets by buying a pig and making her get used to the pig. Now, for all intensive purposes, that is a joke. Do not make decisions like that without confirming with your significant other. Real quick, before we continue, don't forget to like and subscribe. At 100 subs, I'm doing 100 push-ups. Now back to the video. This is so relevant, says a raccoon for sure, my favorite animal. Now he spells favorite with an O-U instead of just an O. So that implies that he or she is probably located in the UK. I don't know what the law is regarding raccoon ownership there, but I've seen a lot of people online who have owned raccoons. So I'm sure there's a way you can get around the law there. A penguin. Or, ideally, several. But here's the thing. I know mine. I don't know if I pronounced that right. Penguins are actually pretty legal and inexpensive. Only about 3K to 5K per penguin, which is comparable to a pedigree dog. The catch is that they can only eat certain kinds of fish, so feeding them can cost double that a month. So, Sarah Leah, you can own a penguin. You can own multiple penguins. You didn't answer the question correctly. Uncle Fartknuckle, nice username, says, I once thought a genetically engineered pygmy house giraffe would be the ant's pants, the cat's pajamas, the bee's knees. Wow. That's 3 different ways to say amazing, awesome. So I wonder how great a genetically engineered pygmy house giraffe would be. But then I learned that giraffes do not sleep much, and that having a constantly active giraffe having zoomies in the middle of the night would be funny, maybe one time, but not any time after that. Then I learned that they have tongues that are very rough and about 3 feet long. Imagine what you could do with that tongue. I would not enjoy being woke up with kisses from my overly affectionate giraffe because it wants its giraffe chow. And what would the giraffe chow be anyways? So, I decided to draw this pygmy giraffe for you. I know this looks like something a middle schooler would draw in their journal during class, but here's the pygmy giraffe you're looking for, with a banana for scale. As you can see, it still has its long tongue. There's nothing I could do about that. But I did give it a tranquilizer to hopefully minimize those zoomies you're concerned about. Raccoons or squirrels? I'm not licensed to have them, but we had a squirrel growing up, and my grandparents had raccoons. Okay, I'm gonna do you a favor and censor your username because you just snitched on yourself. You just ratted yourself out. The government will come and hunt you down if they figure out your username, which I'm not gonna let them. Don't worry, I got your back. Don't say I never do anything for you. Dweezil12 says rodents of unusual size, and then Bob the Orange Cat replies with, I don't believe they exist. Excuse me? They do. It's called a capybara. You should try looking it up sometime. They're amusing. We want a cat, but that would be a breach of our lease. Well, here's the thing. Just don't tell them you have a cat. Cats are easy to hide. Just, they don't have to go outside. They poop and pee in the house or in the apartment. They don't make a lot of noise. Just hide them. Illustrious Hedgehog 9 says all of them. I'd love to be surrounded by them all and just observe their lives. Okay, Dr. Dolittle. You know how incredibly inconvenient that would be? You know how, impractical that is? You'd have to feed all of them, then you'd have them, attacking each other. You'd have the lions attacking the zebras, the sharks attacking the whales. It's so impractical. There's no way you'd pull that off. I don't know why you would want every single animal. You know how much property you need? You'd need, to own the entire state of Wyoming. Anyways, moving on. Cooter Sam wants a liger, which I'm unfamiliar with. It's pretty much my favorite animal. It's like a lion and tiger mixed. Bred for its skills in magic. Huh, so that's what a liger is. And then Roger McFarley replies with, "They're great at making you permanently invisible." Spin Move 55 says Tyrannosaurus Rex. Let me tell you how impractical that is. First, you have to bring them back to life. You have to bring them back into existence. I don't even know how you do that, but I guess you'd start with the fossil like in Pokemon. But, like, you have to do that. And then there's the size. They're huge. You can't just keep them in your house or your backyard. You need an island. And then at that point, you might as well bring back all the other dinosaurs to keep the T-Rex company and turn this island into some sort of, like, amusement park. It just, to make some money, at least, and maybe for science. But I guess life finds a way. Maximum Malevolence says Golden Eagle. I've not heard of that. Oh, they look so cool! I think Maximum Malevolence is winning right now. Vinny the Stripy Cat says any big cat, any size, from bobcat and lynx to lions and tigers. They're great at making you permanently invisible. Patience and Fortitude says tiny elephant, the size of a cat. The main issue is that they don't exist. Well, guess what? They do now.
Here is your tiny elephant with a banana for scale.